line, Jesse Palmer, and guys can't wait to get this one started. And the Blue Hens will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the UNLV Rebels offense will go to work first. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
At the 24-yard line. Second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Royer. On over the middle, it's Reynolds. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Might as well stick with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it. Go.
Pulls it in down the sideline. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's Thomas. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to throw, it's Royer. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive to... Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a first down here to open the period. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bradley.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier for that one.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. A 1st and 10 for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Inside the 45. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Royer. Throws for the tight end. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, UNLV.
You gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Hens offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job in the back a little bit there.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high. high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback may change this route. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Going for the big play. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
On the move, it's Lee. And it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. 2nd down coming up. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, it's a fumble. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's Royer. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's got him. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
They could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Silver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Blue Hens are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Hens come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Brown will throw it. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. A low line drive and not his best work. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up.
There he goes! The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Blue Hens have pushed it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Delaware. Extra point here will tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Looking for blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Royer. Got his man downfield. He's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. UNLV is coming off its best two-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. Like, he's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were one game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments, and a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that next step.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw. It's Royer. Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 3rd. Right down the middle. Got his man to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job.
Touchdown, Rebels! They've got the lead here in the 4th. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Gonna run it. It's Silver. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking to throw, it's Royer. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Vegas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Devil Bear offense going back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You did.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. Team's a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in week 5.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Glover. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Royer. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, UNLV! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 5 over Kennesaw State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run, it's Silver. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Rebels offense is back on the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Oh, a lot of space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking left. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it is.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Man, this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, fall forward, and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence, and David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things.